Purgatory Bursts is Shitface. The subtitle of this is The Death of the Purgatorial Medioxamate. And I'm not going to explain everything, but Medioxamate is a god in between heaven and hell. So that of Purgatory, or maybe Earth, who gives a fuck. So what I wanted to create with this was a parallel between Father Ted and Evangelion. Father Ted is very purgatorial, very societal, very grounded in Irish cultural norms, piece of media. Then Evangelion is full of mysticism. It's all about like the psychological effect of the individual pilots. And so I wanted to see what would happen if the media monolith of Father Ted was to just be like attacked on all sides by Evangelion and by the internet. And so that's kind of what this Goomba means. The Goomba baby is kind of like corporatism and like mass media of the new age, which is very much different to that of TV mass media. And also, when it comes to this, I use a lot of non-linearity, as you can see with the constant cuts and changes between many different things that are going on with the Father Ted stuff. You also have the random non sequitur of what's going on in my head as I'm making and watching the video, which is a callback to Evangelion itself, being a reflection of Anno's experience of depression and whatnot. And so yeah, you see Evangelion starts to crop in, it starts to show its face, and the mass corporatism is getting a little surprised. It's like, what the fuck's going on? You know, I thought we had this. I thought we had a great purgatorial cyclical experience right here with Father Ted, and then such a serialized show as Evangelion shows up. And okay, and then there's Lads Night. Lads Night is I don't know what I was doing with Lads Night. So I guess it just kind of ties it in with like the Father Ted casts do watch Evangelion, and that's kind of what breaks him. Is the kind of inception of not only is Evangelion within the video, but within the video they are watching Evangelion. But when they actually do go to watch Evangelion, they see Eamon de Valera, and Eamon de Valera is kind of evil, you know. But of course, corporate mass media is not going to let up. You know, Shinji's there, and Shinji's going to do many evil things to Len, who's a representation of of Father Ted. So that's why they're fighting. And you know, towards the end, the great philosophical question of should you commit suicide rears its head, and that's something that really challenges Father Ted, who's a very pedestrian and common show. It doesn't want to go into deep shit like that, and so that kind of breaks it, and the barrier breaks down between the two shows, and that's when you get Shinji Scream. About the Shinji Scream and anything afterwards. This is kind of like a reflection of episode 25 and 26. It just kind of plays over, and it plays back with the whole reusing content and adding to that sense of cycle, the cyclical nature of it all. You kind of find that like everything kind of blends together, and it all sucks. But you do see a couple of unique things appear, such as the tomato. The tomato is another reflection of me. And there's also Yorick, who is the Squeckle, as people would know him. I'm not explaining that one. Now we get the Evangelion part. The Evangelion part at the very end of Evangelion, when it's just Shinji and Asuka on the beach and whatnot. I replaced that with Ted and Dougal. And it's just kind of like the aftermath. It would have been copyrighted if I just left it plain. I was going to leave it plain. But in order to get rid of the copyright, I added over a bunch of shit, which I think adds to it in a way, but I don't like it. Yeah, this part was a bit of a pain. I had to chroma key a bunch of Father Ted clips and edit them funnily. I really like the sheep joke. The sheep is very esoteric. It's probably one of the few esoteric parts of Father Ted. which I think fits with Evangelion uh, esotericism. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna edit a bunch of sounds of me saying Evangelion and Evangelion, Evangelion and whatnot. But yeah, you get a couple waiting, a long time waiting, and then Dougal's in pain, and yeah, that's about it. Um, Para el estrés.